to our next big question. Sorry, as I eat. Is Kejriwal a Delhi phenomenon? It's been a long day. Is Kejriwal a Delhi phenomenon, or can he extend? Can he scale up this model beyond Delhi? That's the big question that I want to ask next. And if Ashish Khaitan is still with us, I just want a quick word from you, Ashish, on that before I go to my other panelists. Are you going to go beyond Delhi, or have you learnt your lesson that you need to build a Delhi model before you extend it to any other part of the country? You cannot go to Mumbai, you cannot go to other city. You are a Delhi phenomenon first.
Yes, I mean, the people of Delhi have given us an immense responsibility. We are really humbled, and our entire energy and focus will be now completely centered on Delhi. We have to evolve a Delhi model of governance, which will primarily be driven by consensus, debate, and persuasive democracy backed by popular public opinion.
And also,
so that's the model we want to implement.
And also, Dharna, because I'm already hearing that you are demanding statehood. What if Narendra Modi says no to statehood? Will you go on Dharna?
I think Arvind has made it amply clear that Dharna is also part of a democracy, but Dharna should be preceded by consultation, debates, persuasive discussions, and it should only be used as a last resort. But please, this is my humble request to all of you, don't make Dharna a bad word, because mass agitations, mass movements only strengthen our democracy. So Dharna is not a bad word.
I'm not saying it's a bad word. I'm just trying to understand whether a confrontation is brewing between Mr. Modi and Mr. Kejriwal. Mr. Modi doesn't like Arvind Kejriwal.
Rajdeep, I really don't see the possibility of any confrontation, because the people's mandate is very clear. The people's mandate is for full statehood, which is a part of a manifesto. People want that land, housing, law and order and police should be accountable to Delhi government and not to some Babu sitting in MHA. I think the center would be accommodative of the demand by the people of Delhi, and would pay heed, would be conscious of this massive mandate, because this massive mandate is not just for a party, it's for an agenda, and I think the center would honor this agenda.
That's an interesting point, that you still, that the first part of that agenda is full statehood for Delhi, but you're also saying that you will focus on Delhi. You will not try, as you did after your Vidhan Sabha victory last time, to go and contest 400 Lok Sabha seats. But Pawan Verma, interestingly, Trinamool Congress is celebrating in Asansol. You are congratulating, your JDU is congratulating Arvind Kejriwal. It is almost as if anyone who can stop Narendra Modi and Amit Shah's wrath has to be embraced. Please tell me, what is it, Bihar, how is Kejriwal's victory going to help you in Bihar, that you have to start celebrating?
Arnab, sorry, Rajdeep, I have been on times now for
no problem.
Rajdeep, Rajdeep, our principal opponent in Bihar.
Yes.
Don't worry, I've called Arnab also Rajdeep. Our principal opponent in Bihar.
Yes.
Is the BJP.
Yes.
Now, you were asking a question in your earlier segment, whether this victory by the Aam Aadmi Party is a negative vote against Modi or a positive vote for the AAP.
Yes.
I want to link it to Bihar by answering you as follows.
Yes.
I don't think it's a black and white scenario. The magnitude of the BJP's defeat and the fact that this election was fought in the national capital points to the fact that there is undoubtedly a diminishing of the great Modi mythology and that of the BJP. The sheen is rubbing off, the mirror has begun to crack, and this defeat of the BJP provides very convincing proof to voters not only in Delhi but across the country, and I primarily see 4 reasons for this. In 30 seconds I will mention them. First of all, this defeat of the BJP and the very laudable victory of the Aam Aadmi Party shows clearly that the people were a bit tired of the promises made and expectations raised which were breached in actual deliverables with very few deliverables. Secondly, the economic model of growth projected by the BJP was going back to the Shining India syndrome and was completely lacking the inclusive economic model of growth with justice.
Yes.
Thirdly, the unlimited use of money, the strident eloquence, the complete publicity and prachar focus, and the centralized command of the BJP All of these received a battering here in spite of the money and the resources utilized.
How does it affect Bihar?
So
there,
I feel,
how does it affect Bihar? There you will be tested on your governance over the last 5 years.
I'm linking it to Bihar. Rajdeep, I'm linking it to Bihar.
Yes.
Therefore, all these factors had already, in a very short period after their sweep in the parliamentary elections, begun to show, and this defeat is a signal to voters across the country, and especially those where elections are going to happen very soon.
The signal,
secular
they are going
campaign run by the AAP
they are going to judge you on your performance. You believe it's a signal. Okay, I'll take your point. You believe it's a signal to voters across the country that perhaps there are question marks to be raised over the Modi mythology, as you're calling it. But Sanjay Jha, the interesting part is even the Congress is clutching at straws. I've had Congress leaders since morning coming on the show and saying, you know, we don't, Mani Shankar Ayer, for example, saying even if we've got 0 seats, so what? Someone has stopped Modi's Rath. I mean, is the Congress also going to clutch to this straw that stopping Modi's Rath is good enough even if you end up with 0 seats?
No, Rajdeep, let me tell you, I think end of day, the BJP's success has largely been at the cost of the Congress party. I mean, look at the states that we have lost to the BJP, whether it's Maharashtra, Haryana, I believe, was a significant defeat that we faced. So end of day, the BJP has been on a roll largely on account of the fact that there has been this huge hype over the fact that Modi is the crowd puller who manages to convince people that he has all the solutions in his magic wand. We always have been very skeptical about it. The fact that today in the Delhi election, it seems to have exploded completely, and Delhi being a virtual microcosm of India, you know, a good solid urban middle class, a rural migrant population, a good mix of people from different occupational profiles, in a great number of ways is a serious statement on the way this government is perceived by the people, not just of Delhi, but people across India. Therefore, I would go with the argument that this is a more a vote against Modi as opposed to being a positive vote.
For a moment, please forget about Modi. We are now heading to a Congress Mukt Bharat. You've ended up literally with 0 in the national capital, where only 5 years ago you were getting more than 40% of the vote. Today you are ending up with 10% of the vote, 0 seats. We can go on, you can go on seeing this as a defeat for Modi. Many will say it's a rejection of the Congress, and that vote is going as a left of center party to the Aam Aadmi party. There is a left of center space. The poor, the Dalits, the Muslims are turning to the Aam Aadmi party, not to you. That's the real message of this election.
They don't even want to align with the Congress. If they align, they lose.
Quickly respond to that.
Rajdeep, I'm not going to deny.
Yes.
I'm not going to deny that this defeat is definitely hurting the Congress party. There is absolutely no debate on that issue. But I want to make 2 points here very quickly for your benefit. Yes. Number one, don't forget that we were for 15 years in Delhi. And if you look at the December 2013 verdict against the Sheila Dikshit government, where we slipped to 24% vote share in 8 seats, I think it was largely affected by a very anti-UPA sentiment at the center. The fact that we have since not been able to arrest the decline is a reality, and we are not. I'm not trying to ignore that. But the truth is, the anti-incumbency happened after 15 years in Delhi and 10 years at the center. The fact that Mr. Modi's government is seeing a spectacular fall from 60 seats to 3 and a vote share from 46% to a much lesser number.
Sorry to prick your bubble.
Story. So there is an anti-incumbency happening
Mr. Modi just 3 months ago won
because of huge public expectations.
The same Mr. Modi 3 months ago wins Maharashtra. He wins Jharkhand 2 months ago, takes the BJP to its highest ever seat tally in Jammu and Kashmir. I'm just wondering whether I am just therefore wondering whether we've got this entire thing in some way. Are we overstressing the wrong reason? Just a minute. I just want to know. Therefore, to that original question, this Kejriwal phenomenon. Trinamool Congress, Manini is embracing
it's perfectly understandable.
Why?
No, I'll tell you.
What is Kejriwal going to be a magnet for these forces?
It's not about Kejriwal. Kejriwal is a ray of hope.
Yes.
Because frankly, I mean, lots of people love Modi.
Yes.
But there are lots of people who never liked the idea of the Sangh Parivar coming to power in the center. And after the last 8 months, their worst fears have actually been proved right because of the kind of, we all know the Ghar Vapsi, the attack on churches, that whole, this is a Hindu Rashtra, repeatedly the RSS chief saying that. So the point is that, there was a very interesting interview that Mr. Amit Shah gave recently to, I think, the Hindu. And there was a question that, why do you ask for Congress Mukt Bharat? So he said, the Congress party is fine with us. It's the Congress ideology that we want to end. Now the Congress ideology you can call dynastic and all, those are part of the party apparatus. But pluralism, pro-poor, you have minorities, that inclusive, that whole idea, the Congress party might suffer, but the great hope today is that the idea was after Modi has come, as though India has changed. We've moved to the right, and that's what the Sangh Parivar thought. So every other party feels that, no, maybe even if the Congress is comatose, it doesn't mean Congress Mukht Bharat doesn't mean a BJP only.
So you're saying that Kejriwal has given them that sense of belief, and restored a sense of self-belief in the Lalus, in the Mamtas.
Modi is not invincible.
That Modi is not invincible. Is that the story, Chetan? You've been saying that the invincibility of Mr. Modi today has been shaken.
Suddenly all these communal things of BJP are being questioned again. There was a time people used to say, Modi ji hai na, main hu na. I'll make sure nothing will happen. I'll make sure you just vote for me. Aap mujhe vote de rahe ho. Give me 60 months. He said that, and people believed it. Youngsters found it very cool to, and suddenly...
But Chetan, 2 months ago they believed him in Jharkhand, in Maharashtra, in
because there is no alternative.
Why are we saying that maybe in Delhi, Delhi is a very different city?
Because there is no alternative.
But you keep on repeating these 4 things. When you say Jammu and Kashmir, in Kashmir, they did not get 1 vote, and people who normally boycott elections in Kashmir, they went out to vote in order to ensure that the BJP doesn't get a single vote in Kashmir. So don't say Jammu and Kashmir. Say Jammu. And the second thing is Jharkhand, they didn't get a full majority.
I am just questioning the manner in which suddenly we believe that everything's gone wrong for Narendra Modi. But I mean, I'm not able to understand that.
It has happened recently.
It has happened recently.
It has happened. The wave was there till, in your opinion polls of Delhi, they were winning. It has happened recently.
And I think the suit was
suddenly waves are irrational.
Is Kejriwal a Delhi phenomenon?
Is this a black
waves
swan
has ended
moment?
Today.
Yes, sorry.
Is this a black swan moment if we say this is the wave that is ending? I mean, I would just go back and say that wasn't it the case that even in the best days of the Congress party, you had the model of a Ramakrishna Hegde that came up in Karnataka. You had the National Front, so to say, the National Conference winning in...
So are you saying that Kejriwal is now part of this third front politics?
All I'm saying is that it has happened in India, that states have churned up ideologies about the idea of India which are different from the majorities that rule the center. This may just be one of those moments.
I don't know where to...
No, is Kejriwal a Delhi phenomenon?
I think to a large extent, and please, before anybody interrupts, I think it'll be a mistake to think this is much more than Delhi. At the same time, as I said earlier, it'll be a mistake for Modi to think this is only Delhi. So there are 2 forces happening.
So Kejriwal should not think that he can now use this to expand beyond Delhi. Modi should realize that there are messages for him in this verdict that will affect him in other parts of the country as well.
Exactly.
That's an important point. But since you are the resident expert of the Shiv Sena, and I'm going to get, because I am now increasingly believing that Arvind Kejriwal, through his volunteer system, through creating local level networks, has done in Delhi what the Shiv Sena, 40 years ago did in Maharashtra. Built a party designed for Mumbai with an anti-outsider rhetoric. Kejriwal has done it by taking first the corruption rhetoric, then saying anti-Khas Aadmi, and then building this constituency of the urban poor.
Yes. I mean, Surjit would probably like to hide it on the table, but I do agree with what he said. That is, there is a bit of both, but the more important thing is this: that I think Kejriwal is a bit like a can opener. He's just a can opener. Now let's see what happens. But your Shiv Sena example is a good one, because what we need here, what Kejriwal needs really, is to let loose his bunch of Boy Scouts, not party cadres, who do little things every day. And I think if Kejriwal understands, the idea of replicability, what he should do is to follow the Sridharan model. The Sridharan model was, you first make a metro that really works in Delhi. And once you perfected it, then export it. And I think this is what...
First perfected in Delhi and show that you can bring some kind of good governance to Delhi.
With Boy Scouts.
With Boy Scouts.
And then go out, then you have a model that's ready for
export.
And
go out where? Go primarily to urban areas?
Urban areas primarily, because I think that the action in India is going to be urban.
Will he go to places where the Congress is weak? Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan.
He can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. Look, Delhi was a place where BJP was strong. It doesn't matter really. It's the model that is important. It's the Sridharan effect. You have to get that right.
It's a very interesting point you're making, the Sridharan effect. But I just want to bring in Mr. Narasimha Rao to accept this. Has Kejriwal pricked the Modi bubble, yes or no? I want a straight answer. That till the other day, your leader was walking on water. Some would say he was walking in a 10 lakh suit with his name embossed in it versus the muffler man. Today, do you accept that the muffler man has shown somewhere that, you know, you can't walk on water.
Let me answer it in my own way.
Yeah,
I think this is a state where there were I see I can't answer exactly the way you want me to answer.
Okay.
I will say today in Delhi's context, the charisma of Arvind Kejriwal as chief ministerial candidate and his ability to communicate to the voters that here what you are choosing is a chief minister, not a prime minister, not Mr. Modi. That is what has worked for Arvind Kejriwal, and our inability to feel somebody as charismatic as Kejriwal.
So what worked for Modi at the center? So what worked for Modi at the center has worked for Kejriwal in Delhi. He's a good communicator. Yes. He's someone who can connect to the young. He provides an anti-establishment agenda. Effectively, Kejriwal has done to you what you did to the Congress in the Lok Sabha. That's what it's coming down to.
And I think that shows the BJP's talent crisis.
In
They
Delhi,
had Modi there, and there is a big talent crisis in the BJP. Modi ji has this great image to deliver, and there is nobody. They couldn't even find a CM candidate.
So you're saying a Kiran Bedi could not simply compete, much as in the manner that Rahul Gandhi could not compete with Narendra Modi at the center?
Where are the other mini Modis in the BJP? They've been shut up. It's like there used to be one Manmohan Singh, now there are 50 Manmohans in the BJP. Everybody's
you had these graphics about correlation between Purvanchis, etc., etc.
Yes.
There's one thing that's missing out, that is age.
Yeah.
If you look at the age factor, you will find, I'm guessing of course, if you look at the age factor, you'll find a large number of people came out, young people came out to vote for Kejriwal. And if that actually fits in well with the demographic transition.
But can I tell you one thing, that even in October 2013, when we did a CSDS survey, 50% of the young who said they would vote for Kejriwal as CM said they wanted Modi as PM.
But that was
that's
then.
my point.
But that was then.
You believe that's changed?
That's changed. Obviously changed. It has changed. 9 months of Modi has changed.
If you're going by percentage figures, even in a Modi wave in Delhi, they got more
vote share.
Percentage of their vote share was more than in December.
I'm told we have that graphic on age. Let's just look at it. Let's look at the age graphic. What does age say? Did Aam Aadmi Party get the young vote? This is an interesting point. BJP got 34% 18 to 35 age. AAP got 48% of it. Congress 13. So there's a 14% gap, roughly mirroring actually what was going on across the state. So it's not as if it's a significant gap, but clearly in the younger, here it's 16%. Between 26 to 35,
very younger, still
it's 16%.
into the...
I just want to give a final word here before I take a break to Ashish Khaitan, because Ashish, free Wi-Fi. I came to a rally of Arvind Kejriwal. Moment he said free Wi-Fi, the crowd started cheering. Do you believe that younger voters was a particular constituency that you targeted in this election?
Yes, no. First of all, I would like to say that in this election, what is very clear is that every section across every strata has voted for us, across classes, across all sections, they have voted for us because we had something to offer to every section of the society. So while it may fit somebody's copy to call us left of center or pro-poor or only pro-poor, but the fact of the matter is today the people of Delhi saw us as a party which can deliver urban governance. We will evolve a new model of urban governance. People have seen that model, and we further expounded on that model, which includes...
I've got only 30 seconds. You're going to do what Dipankar Gupta is advising. Have a Sridharan model where you set up a metro like a good metro in Delhi, and then you'll export it. Am I right? Or you'll try to export it. First, you'll try to perfect it in Delhi this time.
Because I want clarity that now Wi-Fi is what the real poor have.
Okay, no, hold on. All I'm saying.
But even poor people use
just hold on. Okay, I'm going to take a break at this point. What is clear is Arvind Kejriwal has done to the BJP in a way what the BJP did to the Congress in the Lok Sabha elections. He was communicative, he connected, he took that anti-establishment agenda. He didn't run a negative campaign. The BJP ran the negative campaign. Kejriwal was able to attract a positive campaign, and he's done, in a sense, to the BJP what the BJP did to the Congress. That's the interesting phenomenon of this Delhi election. A tsunami in May 2014, and you've seen another tsunami in February 2015. Let's take a break. When we return, we're going to ask that big question. Should we then see this election as an election which the BJP has lost, or one which Kejriwal won? What were the mistakes that the BJP made in this campaign?